So hello everyone, welcome to this new session. So in the last session we had started with the subject digital signal processing, right? So those who have not seen that video, I recommend you all to please see that video. And also we have started the videos regarding to the subject digital communication and also DSP, that is digital signal processing. We have started from the last session. Okay, so those who have not seen the video, please watch that video where I've started with the topic of discrete Fourier transform. Okay, I'm not going by the syllabus. Okay, I thought that this topic we should be covering first because this is a very tough topic, but the problems in this topic is very easy but very time consuming. Okay, that I've told you in my previous session. So please guys, those who have not seen my previous video of this DFT first session, please watch that, because for this subject all the videos which I make, right, all of them are very important, so you should not be skipping any of my videos. Okay, if you want to score good marks in this subject. So now in this session, let's continue with some of the topics related to DFT and some problems as well. So before solving the problems in this session, I'm going to discuss about magnitude and phase of DFT. Okay, sometimes in the question they would be asking to find the DFT of a particular sequence, 2 point, 4 point, anything. Also they would be asking you to plot the magnitude. Okay, and also they would be asking you to find the magnitude as well as phase. Okay, plotting of magnitude is very easy, that I would be explaining you while I do the sum only. But now I would be telling you what is this magnitude and phase. Suppose let's consider a set of x of k. Okay, a random set. Okay, I would be considering both complex as well as real values. 2 minus 1 plus j, 3 minus 1 minus 2j. Okay, so this is one random set I've taken of x of k. So now what we should be finding? Magnitude as well as phase for this sequence. Okay, for the final DFT of x of n which we have got. Okay, just one random example I've taken. So how to find magnitude? The formula for magnitude is, I'm just writing it here, so you should be remembering it: real part the whole square plus imaginary part the whole square the whole root. Okay, so this is the formula for magnitude. Okay, and the formula for phase is tan inverse of imaginary part divided by real part. Okay, so now these are the two formulas for magnitude as well as phase. Okay, so please note it down. Now I would be applying this these two formulas in this set now to find the magnitude and phase. So first let's find the magnitude here. Magnitude means x of k, it is represented as magnitude of x of k, like this. Okay, its set we need to be finding out. So now for this example, let's find out the magnitude. How to find magnitude? We should be considering x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3. Capital X of 0, 1, 2, 3. So now first is magnitude of x of 0, that is first number is 2 here, real part the whole square plus imaginary part the whole square. So in this 2 here we don't have any imaginary number, so what you should write, then the real part in this is 2 only. So 2 square plus 0 square the whole root, that is 2 square is 4, so square root of 4 is 2. So our first sequence is, the first number in the sequence is 2. Similarly for x of 1, same thing, real part whole square plus imaginary part whole square. So here real part is minus 1 and the imaginary part is coefficient of this imaginary term, that is 1. Coefficient of j is 1, right? So that is minus 1 the whole square plus 1 square, that is minus 1 whole square is plus 1 and 1 square is 1. So we would be left with root 2, or we can simplify and write it as, you can either keep root 2 as it is, or root 2 is 1.414, right? So the second value is 1.414. Similarly for x of 2, that is 3. So 3 square, and imaginary, we don't have an imaginary term, so 3 square is 9. Okay, and square root of 9 is 3. So the next number is 3. Similarly for x of 3, minus 1 minus 2j, minus 1 is the real term and minus 2 is the imaginary term here. So that is plus of minus 2 the whole square. Minus 1 whole square is plus 1, minus 2 whole square is plus 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, square root of 5. Okay, So like this we should be finding the magnitude, and also to find phase the same thing. Phase is represented as angle symbol like this, okay, like this the phase is represented, okay, that is phase of x of k, its set, we should be writing its set. See, one by one, x of 0 we should be finding first, that is we should be considering this set only of x of k, okay, this only. So here first is tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. In this imaginary part we don't have any imaginary part, so 0 divided by 2, that is tan inverse of 0, okay. So now this tan inverse of 0 we should be keeping it in radian mode, not in degree mode, whenever we are substituting this. Tan inverse of 0 is 0. Similarly for x of 1, again same thing, tan inverse of second term, that is minus 1 plus j, imaginary term is 1 here, coefficient of j is 1, divided by real part is minus 1, so that is tan inverse of minus 1. So now again put this in calculator here, tan inverse of minus 1, that is minus 0.78, okay. So that would be your second answer here, minus 0.78. First value is 0. Similarly for x of 2, again the third value we have taken it as 3, so tan inverse of imaginary part we don't have anything, 0 by 3, again we would be getting 0, and x of 3 also tan inverse of minus 1 minus 2j, minus 2 is the imaginary part, minus 1 is the real part, minus 2 by minus 1 is plus 2, so tan inverse of 2, that is equal to 1.107, okay. So this is your fourth value, 1.107. So in this way we should be finding out the magnitude and phase whenever they ask in the question to find the magnitude and phase, and also to plot the magnitude I would be explaining you that while I solve a sum, okay. So this was about magnitude and phase in detail I have explained you, so please go through it. So now let's solve 2 problems in this session and let's wind this session, okay. So this is the question here. Find the DFT of x of n. The set is given as, this is a 4-point sequence here, 1 0 0 1. So the value of n is 4 here. These are the 4 values, 1 0 0 1. Also plot its magnitude, okay. So just now I have told you right how to find the magnitude. So now in this question they have asked to plot the magnitude. So first the same thing, first we should be finding the DFT, that is x of the set of x of k, and using that set of x of k you should be finding the magnitude, and at last we should be plotting the magnitude. So without wasting any time, first write the formula of DFT. X of k is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e power minus j 2 pi k n by n, where k tends to 0 to n minus 1. So first thing, always you should be writing the definition, then substitute the value of n here, n is equal to 4, so x of k would be n is equal to 0 to n minus 1, x of n minus 1 is 4 minus 1, so that is 3, okay, e power minus j 2 pi k n by 4, the value of n is 4, where k is equal to 0 to 3, so 2 1s are 2 2s are, x of k is equal to n is equal to 0 to 3, x of n e power minus j pi k n by 2, where k is equal to 0 to 3. So now we should be splitting the summation, okay. X of 0 in place of n, first we should be writing 0, e power, if we substitute here 0, this whole term would be 0, so e power 0 plus x of 1 e power minus j pi k into 1 by 2, so j pi k by 2, plus x of 2 e power minus j pi k 2 by 2, so this would be cancelled, so we would be left with only e power minus j pi k plus x of 3 into e power minus j, in place of n put 3, so 3 pi k by 2, okay, where k is equal to 0 to 3. So now we should be substituting the values of x of 0, x of 1, x of 2 and x of 3. So you can see that x of 1 and x of 2 are 0, so this whole two terms would be 0 because x of 1 and x of 2 are 0. So that like that we should be trying to simplify always. Okay, so x of k is equal to x of 0 is 1, okay, and e power 0 is 1, so 1, and again x of 3 is 1, so 1 plus e power minus j 3 pi k by 2. Okay, so this is the simplified set here like this, then where k is equal to 0 to 3. Okay, remember guys, I am solving very easy problems for you all in order to understand you guys. So that's why in these kind of problems, very difficult problems are yet to be solved by me. Okay, that in the further classes we are going to solve it. Okay, so yeah, so this is the now one by one we should be substituting the values of k is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to 3. Now for k is equal to 0, x of 0 is equal to 1 plus e power k. In place of k, if you put 0, this would be 0, that is 1 plus 1, so x of 0 is equal to 2. So the first term in the set of x of k is 2. Similarly for k is equal to 1, x of 1, 1 plus e power minus j 3 pi. In place of k you should putting 1, so you would be left with e power minus j 3 pi by 2, x of 1, 1 plus, so in the calculator I have told you right what to do. In e power minus j theta, that is cos a minus I sin a. Okay, like this you should be setting, press the calc button, it will be asking you the value of a. So here in place of theta we have 3 pi by 2, so substitute 3 pi by 2, so here we would be getting the answer as I. Okay, I, so 1 plus j. So this is our x of 1. Similarly for k is equal to 2, x of 2 is equal to 1 plus e power minus j 3 pi into 2, that is 3 pi into 2 by 2. So 2 would be getting cancelled, we would be remaining only with 3 pi. So x of 2 is equal to 1 plus, so in place of a we should be substituting now 3 pi. See, I have kept this equation as it is, press equal to, again it would be asking the value of a, substitute it as 3 pi, and then we got the answer as minus 1. So this cancels and x of 2 you would be getting it as 0. Similarly for k is equal to 3, okay, x of 3, 1 plus e power minus j 3 pi into 3 by 2, again 3 into 3 9, so 9 pi by 2. So x of 3 is equal to 1 plus, again in place of a press equal to, it will be asking the value of a, 9 pi by 2 minus I, okay, minus j. So our x of 3 value is 1 minus j. So this is the set of x of a which you are getting, that is first value is 2, then 1 plus j 0, 1 minus j. So this is the set of x of k which you have got here. Okay, so now for this we should be trying to find the magnitude, right, and plot its magnitude. So now let's do that. So we should be finding the magnitude first, that is magnitude of this set. We should be finding this set now. Okay, I've kept this as it is, so one by one let's find it. First value is x of 0, right, that is real part whole square plus imaginary part whole square, the whole root, that is this is the real part 2 square, and imaginary part we don't have, so plus 0 square, the whole root, that is 2 square is 4, square root of 4 is 2. So this is the first value 2, x of 1, square root of real part is 1 square, imaginary part is coefficient of j, that is again 1 square. So your answer is root 2 or 1.414. 1.414 is the second value. X of 2 is equal to 0, so we don't have any real part and imaginary part, so we can directly write it as 0. So x of 3 is equal to square root of real part and imaginary part 1 square plus minus 1 square, that is again root 2 1.414, that is again the fourth value 1.414. So this is the way we should be finding the magnitude of the DFT of x of k. So now plot its magnitude. So how to plot the magnitude? The plot should be consisting of x of k here, magnitude of x of k, okay, and here k, okay. Start from here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. We have the values of k up to 3, right? But if it's better if you put one more extra here, then again this side 1, 2, 3. Just check the magnitude till where it lies. It lies till only 1.414 only. So yeah. So first, for k is equal to 0, what is the value which we have got for magnitude? That is x of 0, right? The magnitude you have got 2. So from 0, mark one point here 2, and this is the, and name it as 2 here, okay. Mark one point, and this is the first magnitude. Second magnitude for k is equal to 1, it is 1.414, that is it will be coming around here. Like this, you mark one point here and drop a line to k is equal to 1. Similarly 0 for k is equal to 2, so this is the point here, mark here, this is 1.414, this is 0, and this is the for k is equal to 3, that is again 1.414. Drop a line and mark it. So in this way we should be plotting the magnitude. This is the simple way to plot the magnitude plot, that is magnitude of x of k versus k, or for values of k from 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever the magnitudes we got, just plot it like this by putting a dot, okay, marking, and then drop a line, okay. So in this way we should plot the magnitude, okay. So this was one simple problem, hope you understood this. So now let's solve one more problem where it consists to find the magnitude as well as phase, okay. So now let's solve that problem. So this is the next question. Compute the DFT of x of n. This is again a 4-point sequence where they have given 4 values 0, 1, 2, 3. Calculate its magnitude and phase. So now this problem is a bit complicated, not that much complicated, but just till now whatever we have solved the problem, a bit tough, okay. It would be taking some more time, so that's why I would be solving you step by step. So yeah, this is the definition of x of k. First I have written it, then substitute it, that is x of k. So here the value of n is 4, that is summation n is equal to 0 to 4 minus 1, that is 3, x of n e power minus 2 j 2 pi k n by 4. So 2 1s are 2 2s are, we would be left with minus j pi k n by 2. K is equal to 0 to 3. So now what, split the summation. X of k is equal to, first term is x of 0 into e power 0, right, plus x of 1 e power minus j pi k by 2, since n is equal to 1, right, so j pi k by 2 plus x of 2 e power minus j pi k into 2 by 2, so 2 gets cancelled, we will be left with only minus j pi k, plus x of 3 is equal to e power minus j 3 pi k by 2, okay. K is equal to 0 to 3. So now substitute the values of 0, x of 0, x of 1, x of 2 and x of 3, where here x of 0 is 0, so this whole term would be becoming 0. These 3 terms are left now. So x of k is equal to, x of 1 is 1 into e power minus j pi k by 2, plus x of 2 is 2 e power minus j pi k, plus x of 3 is 3 e power minus j 3 pi k by 2, okay, where k is equal to 0 to 3. So we have got this equation for x of k. So one by one you should be substituting the values of k is equal to 1 to 3. First for k is equal to 0, x of 0 is equal to e power minus j pi into 0 by 2 plus 2 e power minus j pi into 0 plus 3 e power minus j pi 3 pi into 0 by 2. So this whole 3 terms would be becoming 0, that is e power 0 plus 2 e power 0 plus 3 e power 0. We know that e power 0 is 1, so we would be left with 1 plus 2 plus 3. So our first value of x of 0 is 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 1 6. So this is the value of x of 0 first. So the next term is for k is equal to 1. See guys, this problems looks very easy, but believe me guys, these problems are very tricky, and these are very easy problems which I am solving just in order to make you clear about the concept. In the further classes, some very complicated problems are there. It would be taking much time, but I would be telling you some of the shortcuts, so please listen to what I am saying. Okay, so x of 1, that is e power minus j pi by 2, this is k is equal to 1, so plus 2 e power minus j pi plus 3 e power minus j 3 pi by 2. Okay, so x of 1 is equal to e power minus j pi by 2. See, I have not taken that equation which I have solved previously. So again press equal to sign. Here the value of theta is pi by 2. Substitute it, pi by 2 minus I plus 2 into, so now again the value is pi, press equal to pi minus 1 plus 3 into e power minus j 3 pi by 2. So now in place of a we should be substituting it as 3 pi by 2 I. So x of 1 is equal to minus j, it is one and the same, minus 2 plus 3j. So x of 1 we are getting it as minus 2 and j plus 3j, that is plus 2j. Okay, so this is the value of x of 1. Similarly for k is equal to 2, x of 2 is equal to e power minus j pi, okay, into 2 by 2, so 2 will be getting cancelled, you will be left with only e power minus j pi plus 2 into e power minus j pi k. So in place of k 2 you put 2, so 2 e power minus j 2 pi, 3 e power minus j 3 pi into 2 by 2, so we would be left with 3 pi. X of 2 is equal to, so in place of theta we have now pi, press equal to, it asks the value of a, put pi minus 1 plus 2 into e power minus j 2 pi plus 1, then 3 into e power minus j 3 pi, so again 3 pi minus 1. So that is x of 2 is equal to minus 1 plus 2 minus 3. So x of 2 we are getting it as minus 2, right? So like this you have got x of 0, x of 1, x of 2. So now finally you should be finding x of 3 now. For k is equal to 3, x of 3 is equal to e power minus j 3 pi by 2, in place of k I have substituted 3, plus 2 e power minus j 3 pi plus 3 e power minus j 3 pi into 3, that is 9 pi by 2. So x of 3 is equal to, again substitute the value of a as 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, it is plus j plus 2 into e power minus j 3 pi, that is minus 1, plus 3 into e power minus j 9 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2, it is minus j. So x of 3 j minus 2 minus 3j, that is x of 3 is equal to minus 2 minus 2j. Okay, so now this is the set of x of k which we have got, that is 6 minus 2 plus 2j minus 2 minus 2 minus 2j. So these are the four values and this is how we should be finding out the DFT. Okay, so now for this we should be finding magnitude as well as phase, right? Again the same procedure, I will be doing it quickly now. X of k, See, in the examinations, the steps which I told you, right, x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, its magnitude, I would be writing here, but it's not necessary to write it in the examination, okay? If they ask magnitude and phase, the final set you should be writing, that's it, okay? That you should be calculating roughly at side, okay? So that is, first is x of 0, real part and imaginary part, that is 6 square plus the imaginary part is not there, so 0 square, it's the whole root. So 6 square is 36, its square is 6 again. So first value is 6, x of 1 similarly, minus 2 is the real part, the whole square, plus 2 is the real imaginary part. So minus 2 is plus 4, 2 square is 4, so square root of 8, that is approximately 2.82. Okay, so x of 2 is equal to, again, minus 2 the whole square, real part and no imaginary part. So again the answer we are getting it as 2. So minus 2 whole square is plus 4, square root of 4 is 2. X of 3 is equal to square root of minus 2 the whole square plus minus 2 the whole square. Since the real and imaginary part are minus 2, again 4 plus 4 is square root of 8, again we are getting 2.82. So 6, 2.82, 2, 2.82. Okay, they didn't ask to plot the magnitude in this question. Okay, so these are the 4 values here for magnitude. Similarly, find the phase in the same way, that is angle symbol like this. This is the set here. So x of 0 is equal to tan inverse of imaginary part by 0, real part, 0 by 6. Okay, that is 0. Tan inverse of 0 is 0. So first value is 0. X of 1, tan inverse of minus 2 plus 2j, that is imaginary part is plus 2, the real part is minus 2. So your answer is tan inverse of minus 1. Tan inverse of minus 1 is minus 0.785. which was solved in the previous problem only, minus 0.78. So x of 2 tan inverse of, again 0 by minus 2, again it is 0. X of 3 is equal to tan inverse of minus 2 by minus 2, that is plus 0.785. So 0 minus 0.78, 0, 0.78. So this is the phase. Okay, so in this way we have found magnitude as well as phase. Okay, so that's all for this session, guys. Hope you understood these kind of problems where it consists of magnitude and phase. So till now in this subject DSP we have discussed the topic of discrete Fourier transform, 2 of the very simple examples. Okay, after that in this session we have discussed about magnitude and phase, and related to that we have solved problems. So like this we have solved around 3 to 4 problems in DFT, which are very less. We are going to solve around 10 problems more in this topic, and after that we would be starting with the inverse DFT, IDFT. Then after that we have the DFT and IDFT solving using matrix method, and after that we have linear convolution and circular convolution, and after that we have the properties of DFT, IDFT. So these and all are the topics which are there in this these and all are the subtopics which are there in this topic only of this module, that is DFT. So you can imagine how big this subject is and how time consuming this subject would be for exams. So that's why, guys, I would be doing each and every video in a detailed manner. Many videos are going to be uploaded. I want your cooperation, and please watch all the videos if you want to get this subject score very good marks in this subject. Okay, so please guys, do support us. I have taken my precious time to make these videos, okay, but I promise you that I won't disappoint you, and you should be getting good marks if you watch my video. Okay, don't neglect it. So that's all, guys. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Please support us, guys. Thank you.